Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining me. Welcome to the channel. I'm Nina. I'm jumping on here real quick to give you guys an update about the Wendy Williams situation now that one of her managers has responded to her son, Kevin Jr.'s allegation. And we know some things were going on with Kevin. We know that last year, Wendy Williams' guardianship kicked in. It was alleged that someone was taking advantage of her finances and her fragile state. We know a lot went on with Wendy when she was on the show. We could visibly see things going on with Wendy, with her appearance, with her eyes. We knew things were going on with her clarity. She was losing focus. We know all that. We know that Wendy has been in and out of facilities. And we know that Kelvin Hunter, her former husband, used to look over her quite well. And he is no longer doing that because he went wayward in the marriage. Let's just say that. This ain't about Kevin today. And Kevin Jr. has alleged with his recent interview with The Sun that if he was still taking care of his mother, she would not be agreeing to the crazy, outright crazy things that she's been agreeing to. And actually reading a few articles, I don't really clearly see what the crazy things are that she's agreeing to. We know that she was up for a spot for the Real Housewives of New Jersey or the Real Housewives of New York. Also, Kevin Hunter Jr. was evicted from one of his apartments. So there's a lot going on. And I kind of wonder why he is still in Florida when another thing that we found out is that he took some time off from school, supposedly to take care of his mother. I can't imagine why that wouldn't be true. But when there is this kind of high concern about his mother, why wouldn't he take that little commute on a plane and get down there and be by his mother's side? And we also know that Wendy Williams is a grown woman. We know people's health can fail. People can find themselves in a fragile state. But Wendy is not the pushover. Wendy's a strong-minded woman. So exactly what's going on is probably somewhere in the middle. But let's just take a little dive into these articles, and I'm going to edit these down. I'm not going to give the whole article because there is redundancy in these articles, I've noticed. I'll just give you my thoughts kind of in between, and let's just get through it. People, we can figure out quite a bit of this for ourselves. So let's go. The article starts off by saying Wendy Williams' manager responds to her son Kevin Jr.'s allegations amid her guardianship. This is an exclusive interview. Wendy Williams' manager is sharing an update on the former TV host guardianship and her recovery amid her son Kevin Hunter Jr.'s concern over his mother's well-being. The 22-year-old college student gave an interview to the U.S. Sun Tuesday in which he shared how he believes Wendy's team is taking advantage of her wealth amid her alleged battle with alcoholism, which he said does not allow her to make sound decisions. According to the article, Kevin was being financially supported by his mother, but lost a large part of that support when her financial affairs were taken over by a guardian in May of 22. ET spoke with her manager, Will Selby, who refuted Kevin's claims, namely his suggestion that she's being taken advantage of by her team. Taken advantage of? For what? To get what? To do what? He says, I'm not here to brag, but I was doing just okay before Wendy came along. I insisted on helping her because she requested my assistance, Selby said. Breaking down Wendy's court-appointed guardianship, Selby asserted that there is no way Wendy could be taken advantage of by her team or anyone else for that matter. Wendy is under a guardianship. Everything that she does gets approved by the guardianship. A court-appointed guardianship. So no one, even if they wanted to take advantage of her, everything has to get approved by that court. They're just taking him word by word. He reminded, so any type of business dealings that we do, Wendy, myself, and anyone, we have to get the guardianship to sign off on it. So how can anyone take advantage of her? The jeweler turned manager also slammed the 22-year-old for going to a publication before speaking to his mother about his concerns. He goes on to say, if your mother was near death, would the first thing you do is call an online publication? It was written this way, people. He asked, okay, so that's all I have to say about that. I usually don't do this. I'm only speaking on behalf of my client, and I'm not trying to have a debate with Kevin. He's a young man, and honestly, I feel like he's gone through a lot. He's probably dealing with a lot. I have a son that's the same age as him, and sometimes you just make poor decisions, in my opinion, and I'm just speaking to my son. I guess he means he knows his own son of the same age makes poor decisions. Selby continued, I'm not here to be combative about whatever allegations he has. He's entitled to his opinion. I'm just trying to say that us as adults, let's be responsible and let's actually utilize some common sense. Someone is near death, someone like your mother. Why would you go to an online publication to discuss it with them? Wendy's rep Sean Zanotti echoed a similar sentiment about the interview, adding, this publication has released false narratives with the intent to release stories without fully vetting information, which is a disadvantage to the public and is unprofessional and unethical. We ask that the world continues to pray for the well-being of Wendy as she continues to recover from a very traumatic 2 years. Ooh, I think it has been. Okay, but moving on. As for how Wendy is doing, Selby said that she is taking the necessary steps to be in a better place. She's progressing very well. She looks healthy. She sounds healthy. And I think she's doing amazing, Selby shared. As of today, I'm not a doctor, but that's my synopsis on how Wendy's doing right now. Reluctant to share too much personal information about the former Wendy Williams show host, Selby did confirm that Wendy is currently in a wellness facility where she is receiving treatment. Okay, let's just pause there for a minute. Wendy has a guardianship since last year, May 22. That's already a full year. And she's been in and out of these facilities, and she is currently in one. She's not doing well. And I really particularly don't understand why her son would not make that trek to lay his eyes on his mother to see how she's doing. If you have this kind of concern, I get blowing the whistle, sounding the alarms, bringing the public's attention to this, because there should be a whole host of people that wouldn't mind dropping what they're doing and going checking on Wendy's well-being. I would do that just as a fan. You know, a lot of people think that this is Wendy's karma coming at her. And, you know, Wendy, I think she just is a person that spoke without a filter. I think people in the comment sections get nastier than Wendy Williams ever did on her show. But, you know, you look to people in media, in front of the TV, on radio, in front of the camera, you look to them to deal with people's matters, people's private lives with a sensitive touch. And Wendy has not always had a sensitive touch. That's true. Okay, but let me go on with the article. Wendy is at a facility doing her best to be her best. This is what Selby says. She's taking it day by day. Selby said of Wendy, who has been in and out of health facilities over the past few years. And that's another thing too. Does anybody even ask like how she's doing? Does anybody even care? I feel like everyone just puts out negative information about her, and that's the focus. Why don't we just stop for a moment and just say, hey, how is she? Is she doing okay today? Why is that not the focus? Why isn't that what we're talking about on a daily basis? I'm going to stop again there. Okay, I hope I said that right. Why isn't that what we're talking about on a daily basis? I think I messed up the last word. Anyway, I think fans have been very concerned, and actually fans have been missing Wendy. People want to see her on television again. We know that she's had health battles, and people want to see her overcome them. I think this is really the largest sentiment, even though a lot of people are salty at Wendy. And again, a lot of people think it's karma. So I don't think people are just into the negativity. Even a lot of times your enemies, they don't want to see your total demise. You know, some people just like, battling with you. They want you to be there for the battle. They don't want you to be totally out of the game, So let me go on with the article. I just back up. Why isn't that what we're talking about on a daily basis? Sharing a reminder of just how much Wendy has gone through over the years, the ending of her long-running television show battling both lymphedema and Graves' disease. Selby asked for critics and fans to show the beloved TV personality some compassion, which I said we have. Just understand that she's a human being that's going through a lot. She's dealing with a lot, and support her, please, Selby pleaded. While her primary focus is her health, Wendy is looking ahead to the future in the next chapter of her life. She's only thinking about things that she wants to do in her life, he said. She's only thinking about Wendy 2.0, her new chapter of her life, and the things that she wants to accomplish. That's double talk. And that's our focus. Okay, so that's it for that article, people. I wanted to get into some of these other articles that I checked out, but I think that's long enough for this video. And, what do you guys think? I mean, Kevin Hunter Jr., that's her son. I'm sure he cares about his mother, but I question why he's not at her side. I don't think that is that difficult to get to his mother and lay his eyes on her and communicate some things to her and let her communicate some things to him. But what do y'all think? I mean, Wendy's brother is still in life. He could also check on her. Wendy also has a sister. Her father's still alive. I'm sure her father doesn't want to deal with that. He's up in age. Wendy's already lost her mother. But what do you guys think? I personally think the truth is somewhere in between. I'll get into that next time because this video is already long enough. And I just wanted to give you guys that update. So yeah, we should all continue to pray for Wendy. Yeah, hope for the best. I'm always doing news about topics that have great cultural impact. So please do like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification button. Goodness, I have to ask you to hit the notification button because so many people see my videos and I do updates and people don't seem to see those, which is a shame. I don't know why they're not getting suggested even to the subscribers, but please do hit that notification button and I'll be here real soon with some news you can use. I gave some very interesting background information on Tina Turner, her whole family dynamic, because I was close to that family. You guys might want to check that out. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you real soon. Until then, y'all keep living your life like it's golden. Peace.